So we're going to find out, at last, what awaits us in the abyss. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, friends. I'm your host, AK, and today we're rocking and rolling with some more Decktamer. My friends, there's an old adage that suggests, when you stare into the abyss stares back. And I guess we're going to be finding out today as we plunge into the 4th descent on the toughest difficulty level, which is Pioneer, of course. So let's begin and let the spelunking commence. Smash the like button if you like the Decktamer. Consider becoming a subscriber if you are new here. And I thank you so much for spending some time on the channel today. Let's rock and roll. Right, so we got it set to Pioneer, and our destination today is, of course, the 4th descent, an unknown abyss, 9,600 meters into the Gigantus Grotto. So the reports are clear, the abyss's seismic activity is on an alarming rise, maybe caused by a colossal creature so enormous that its movements shake the earth itself. Have we delved too deep and awoken something that we should have never troubled? I mean, quite possibly. The silhouette is pretty imposing. We're going to find out what awaits us at the bottom of the abyss. Let's go. Alright, and coming along with us today, we have the Blood Grub, we have the Furball, and we have the Shellcat. Now, if you saw my last run, you would know I'm a huge fan of the Blood Grub. A super good unit for sure. In fact, really incredible unit. Really good at keeping itself propped up and alive. We also have the Shellcat here. Did another run with the Shellcat. Super strong unit. Ink stain is quite nice. And then there was the Furball. So look at this furry little guy. So he's got pretty strong bites, a really strong heavy paw that will always hit last, and then Pleading Face to debuff the strength of the enemy. It's a one-time use. It's a 4/4 and a 6 creature as well, so 6 starting speed. Pretty good. I mean, I want a lot of variety here, but we also want to bring our best, right? We want to put together the strongest team possible. I think you could do far worse than a Furball. Really curious to see what he evolves into as well. Let's go. And coming along with us, we have the Bell Rat, the Hell Rat, and the Skull Crab. So 3 are your most basic units. I think one is better than the rest here, and that is, of course, the Bell Rat. What I like about these guys is, especially in the early game, you can cycle them in and out and get this armor buff to help stave off damage. It's going to be really important in keeping everybody healthy and propped up. The Hell Rat can... I mean, these guys are good, right? Because they usually outspeed with swiftness +3. But what you end up finding is your team gets really whittled down. You have to use things like foodstuffs to heal them up. Skull Crab, 5 speed. It's got the best stats and can give you wide coverage, but I think you got to go with the Bell Rat here. Let's go. Alright, so wild creatures ahead. We have the Candy Ram Wolfua with Underdog. Okay, fantastic. Silk Beetle with the enzymes. Plant of Youth. Fully heals a creature and removes its curses. Burying a fish. So we can get a full heal. And then we have Phantom Matter. We've got an unknown creature here. Has swiftness if there's an empty ally slot. Interesting. We have the Charming Hippopotamus. Rocky Shell. Interesting. A Rocky Hippopotamus. That's kind of funny. Then we got the Chichiua. Test subject. Doesn't lose its abilities that get extracted by a syringe. Interesting. So you could literally make it like a test subject. I think one of the problems we're going to have, though, is... I mean, that in theory is really good, right? Test subject. You can put skills on him that you want disseminated to your broader team. However, at least as far as I've seen, with Pioneer mode, you really only get these 4 starting syringes. You might get 1 extra one as an event reward, but I mean, these are very finite and really hard to come by. We're not getting them as item rewards as you do in other difficulty levels. So, in theory, this is really fun and an interesting play, for sure, but I don't think we're going to have enough syringes, so I think my mind's made up with this lane here. We'll add Wolfua, grab Underdog, and make, I don't know, a hero Furball. Kind of seems fitting. Let's go. Right, so we've got the Candy Ram. On death, is going to restore 2 HP to its allies. And then, of course, Wolfua, the Underdog. Alright, so we got a Meek Kick coming in. It's a pretty good fit for the Bell Rat. Simply get in there and stave that damage off. We have the Furball as well. It can outspeed the Wolfua. And in fact, we can just inflict weakness. 2 weakness to the target for 1 turn. We can weaken him. Let's do it. Pleading Face, get it. And the Bell Rat. Get in there and... let's ring the bell. Let's go. Bam. Bleeding face. Useless bite, and now he's debuffed. So we can go heavy paw here for a decent hit. Otherwise, I could go... kind of want to take out this guy because he's going to heal, right? So... can probably just keep this guy in. He doesn't outspeed him, though. So let's cycle him out. Let's cycle you in for a hammer tail and the kill. So we're going to need to get 2 hits of 2 on him, so we're going to go with Bite instead of... Actually, I could go with Belgong, I suppose. Let's go with Heavy Paw. And then a Belgong. Alright, Meat Kick comes down. Doesn't even smear the armor. Bam. Nice hit, Furball. This guy's going to bite now. We match him in speed. He can take 2 hits. I think you got to go Hammer Tail here. You got to pull the Furball. We got to go Bell Rat for the Belgong to reduce him down to 1. Not to mention stack up armor in phase 2. Bam. Alright, nice job. Let's get you recruited. Here's a prime rib there, Wolfua. Welcome to the team. Let's go ahead and pull you out. Furball, get in there with your superior speed and bite him to victory. Bam. Alright, nice job. Berry and a fish. Alright, purify creature. Remove curses and fully heal it. Be nice to, like, have this as an item. But it looks like we're going to have to restore our Bell Rat, which is... You know, that's fine. We can certainly do it. Either that or maybe we throw Underdog on Furball and then give him the restoration, given his importance to the team. I mean, I'm definitely taking Underdog. It's the only reason I grabbed Wolfua. And I think Furball is a good fit, given he doesn't have a talent, and we're going to rely heavily upon him. And given we're going to rely so heavily upon him, let's go ahead and heal him up. He's got no other means of healing. Be nice to maybe get a healing skill. Certainly see, we have Bottom Feed. So it's going to do 2 damage, restore 2 HP to itself. The Charming Hippopotamus. Jellymin with the heavy poison. Opposing enemy has poison. It also has 2 weakness. Yikes. Rest Sites. Get a food or get 2 items. Otherwise, we have Feast, which can increase max HP. The Abyss Lotus. So this has Bloom. Restores 2 HP to the team. I don't know that it's a skill that is good enough to put on one of our fighting units, but maybe we can add the Abyss Lotus just as a healer. Pheromones is decent as well. When placed, gains 2 strength for 1 turn. Okay. Poisoner. Gains that much strength for 1 turn. Radioactive. Mutated moves deal 2 extra damage. Then Imitator. Meat Fish. I think the reward is better here. We can more broadly increase max HP. And I'd probably choose... Well, we're going to have to choose Berry or Fish. Upon waking up, regains 3 HP and removes negative effects. I mean, there's a healing skill here as well, but it's just to self. I think we want to target this flower. I mean, I need some kind of healer for sure. So let's go. Alright, so Mimi Lang and Candy Rem. Alright, so Venom Bite. I mean, this guy's just a tough customer, man. He's fast, too. I mean, Wolfua is completely sackable. He is. Furball would be able to take him out in one hit with Underdog. But we probably don't want to absorb a 3-hit with our boy Furball. Can always heal him up, right? Can throw him a fish or a berry or something to heal him up. So that certainly is an option. I think it's pretty obvious. We'll go Bell Rat on this guy. Just cycle in the Bell Rats for sure. And frankly, a Bell Rat can take a hit here as well. Just get damage for 2. And if we get that flower that can heal, we'll be in a better spot. But Furball can also get the job done in 1 hit. I think you probably have to do this. Gotta go Belgong. Let's play the long game, I suppose. Keep the armor up, play the long game. Alright, so poison. Meek Kick coming in. We can take him out. Probably should. So let's go Hammertail. Well, actually, let's cycle you in so you don't take any damage. Let's go Hammertail, take you out. Let's actually do this. Help him stave off the big hit. Let's do that. Bam. Bam. Alright, way to go, boys. Next up, we have the Wind Gull, and here's our flower. Hits all lanes and inflicts a speed debuff. Yikes, man. Alright, so. Looks like a Bell Rat gets sacked here, unfortunately. I can't really responsibly use my Furball. In fact, it appears like this guy's insane 10 speed. Yeah, the Abyss Flower is kind of challenging. I mean, I think the Bell Rats are better than Wolfua. He is a 5/5 creature, but I think you probably got to go Pleading Face on this guy. Which means this Bell Rat gets sacked. It's got to happen, unfortunately. So let's pull you out. Let's go Pleading Face on you, given we have the speed advantage. Sorry, Bell Rat. Sometimes you got to make tough choices, man. Alright, so Free Fall is going to hit first. So again, just coming out swinging. This guy's going to Bloom. Both 1 star, 1 danger level. I mean, I don't want to sack Wolfua, but there's not much you can do about it when it hits first. Otherwise, we're looking at maybe another Bell Rat. Wolfua has 1 more total HP point. The Bell Rat is just more durable, more sturdy. Adds a lot of value to the team. So Wolfua, I like you, man, but sorry. And then Heavy Paw for Furball. Let's go. Bam. Alright, nice hit. Alright, so the Abyss Lotus. Get recruited. And you with your insane 10 speed. Basically, we need you to take him out. And then we need a Bell Rat to tank the hits. Which can be done. Bam. Alright, good job with that Heavy Paw. Abyss Lotus, welcome to the team. We're going to need your healing skills. Prepare the feast, yes. So let's see. Looks like maybe the berry can give this Abyss Lotus another point of HP. Let's do it. Alright, fantastic. Everybody's looking pretty good. Alright, so we have an unknown creature right here. Burning Bite for 4 damage. Smoke Bomb. Draws 3 cards. Interesting. Menacing Aura. This guy's always a challenge, at least in the early game. A thick hide on the Tuba Bear and the Herb Finder. Okay. Trade a creature with another one of the same danger level. That's interesting. Otherwise, we have Parasitic Water. Don't drink that. The choice. Choose between fully healing a creature or giving it 4 mutations, which can be curses as well. Interesting. Nap. On retreat gains 4 HP. This is absolutely fantastic. It's the kind of skill that you want to see, the kind of talent. I mean, here we're actually trading. Just straight up trading. I like Herb Finder, but you have to kind of set it up to use it properly. Nap right here will keep you nice and propped up. And you probably throw it on. I would guess Verbal, because we're going to need him throughout this entire run. He's our best unit, objectively. And it's not particularly close. So let's go. Alright, so he's going to chill wind. Got Razor Petal coming down. I could Pleading Face the Plants of Might. It's probably what I should do. And then we can get a nice heavy hit on him next turn. I like it. Abyss Lotus, I think, in the middle is good. Your speed's already bottomed out. And then we can use Bloom or maybe even Infection. Tail Swipe too. Okay, so then he's going to get Sturdy. We'll kind of solve for that in just a bit. The speed is all tied up here. It's an opportunity to get a Bell Rat at full HP. Bloom is a one-time use. So let's Bell Gong with you. Okay, so maybe we can actually switch up our strategy a bit here. I guess it is Razor Petal. So let's debuff his attack down to 1. Then let's heal up in face with the Bloom. Use Belgong with you. Gain 1 armor back, and then next turn we can Hammer Tail. I like the Abyss Lotus. It's useful. Right, way to go. That comes down, and we return the favor, I suppose. Right, so now I can Heavy Paw and just take 1 simple damage. This guy can Hammer Tail to victory. Ring the bell a little bit. And for you can do Infection or even Tail Swipe to reduce the speed. I guess we already grossly outspeed him, and he's gonna have Sturdiness. The Abyss Lotus has to stay in place. To allow you and you to kill, right? I think so. I don't like him taking an early hit like this, but he does have Bloom, which will give him HP back eventually. Let's go. Yeah, let's give him Infection, sure. Bam. Heavy Paw. Alright, nice job. Abyss Lotus. The MVP so far. Another Heavy Paw. Although, we're going to have to eat the Body Slam. Not a huge fan of that. Really not. This guy's going to bite again, of course. Could pull the Flower. I don't much like absorbing a Body Slam for 3 damage, but It's kind of like, what else are you going to do? They match in speed as well. So we have to do something like this. Furbal's got to use his superior speed to take this guy out. If we get a bit of a stronger move on Furball, I'm hoping upon evolution we can actually get there. I mean, we're going to rely heavily on our boy Furball, that's for sure. But for the sake of this, probably going to have to Hammer Tail, so we can take him out with Bite next turn. So let's do that. Let's go with... we can do Tail Swipe as well. Let's go. Alright, big hit. A tough one to absorb. Alright, invert the stat change. Well, that's fine. Luckily, that didn't work against us. Let's go ahead and get the bites and get out of here in one piece. Let's go. Bam. Alright, good job. Got a Sweet Berry, Parasitic Water. Red pill or blue pill? Fully heal a creature. Pick the red medicine to give 4 random mutations to a creature, including curses. Okay. So let's think about this for a moment. Who needs to be fully healed? Let's try this. Okay, got Quick Fists. Defication adds glowing substance to your inventory, which inflicts vulnerable. Okay, Blood Draw restores 1 HP to itself. Then Block hits first, gains 2. That's actually pretty good. I don't mind that at all. I think it's a really good skill set, actually. And now that I'm thinking about it, we were going to go ahead and extract Nap. I failed to do that, didn't I? Darn. Must have forgot. How about this? A former human. But I think Furball's skill set just got real good. Oh, let's see. Are there any other opportunities? We have Charm. Armor Tackle, Plate Slam, on kill gains +3 armor. That's pretty good. 5/5 creature or 7/7 creature, but with a curse. I mean, imagine the Abyss Lotus as a 7/7 creature. Otherwise, we do have the former human, a blank slate. 12 HP. No abilities, but 12 HP. I mean, what do we like? Who's got some skill sets that maybe we could work with? All enemies have slowness. The opposing enemy receives slowness, gain that much armor. Got double kick, a decent earthquake. That's decent as well. Overconfidence. I think Scale Surge is pretty good. Scaly Dragon with 7 speed though. Do I want the former human or not, I think is the question that we have to kind of grapple with just a little bit. Get better food variety here. These guys are a little slower, this bunch. But of course they debuff speed. When place gains protection. I mean, that's a good one as well. I mean, the former human certainly is good. It really is. And we could kind of use it to our advantage, of course. Maybe do something impactful with it. Get it kitted up. Blood Draw is going to go really, really well with Underdog. Not to mention block. So he just became really, really sturdy. I'm glad we didn't get any debuffs. I mean, I could see a 7/7 flower as pretty impactful. At least early on. I could see that. I could see the former human being a really solid addition to the team. We have 3 syringes. So we could choose skills and we could build a custom skill set. Maybe it starts with pole row here. All enemies have slowness. Can maybe go defensive as well. Can be retreated without using up the whistle. That's interesting with units that you can kind of cycle in and out, right? I think defensive is probably a good trait for Furball as well. I think you probably have to go former human here. It's a tough choice. But you could really use the 12 HP of the former human. So I think that's what we have to do. Let's go. Alright, so this guy gets protection. He's going weak sting. We get Furball in our hands. So he could do block and just completely tank this. Could also just debuff him. I mean, Furball's got a lot of versatility, man. Okay, so Quick Fist. That's adding Torpidity. So if we can get 6 stacks of this, everybody falls asleep, but obviously you have to cycle them in and out 6 times. Which is a lot to ask. We got the Abyss Lotus, who's very, very strong when you first throw him out there. So maybe you throw him out there, you go tail swipe. I think we want to go Pleading Face with you. Blood Draw does 4 damage. But I can't have him take this hit. If we go Pleading Face, his effectiveness is eliminated. For you, we could go Tail Swipe to hit everybody for 3. And inflict slowness as well. In fact, we could do that first. So the Bell Rat can outspeed the Pillar Pole, who's going in for the weak sting. Let's go Bell Gong to stave off that damage as well. Probably have to play defensive. Let's go. And then we'll do a Bloom as well. Alright, nice hits. Pleading Face. That's right. Have your effectiveness completely eliminated. Weak sting comes down, but we're completely fine. Alright, so this guy's going in coverage mode, which is completely fine with me. So let's go ahead and Bloom. Furball, you need 1 hit point. This guy's just ripe for the taking. So we can Blood Draw. So you outspeed. Let's go ahead and do it. Actually, what I should do is we should pull out this Bell Rat. We should get you in there for the Hammer Tail and the kill, not to mention the HP restoration. In face, of course. Blood Draw will get the kill on the Abyssal Great Elk. I mean, do I want defensive? When placed gains protection. which is pretty... I mean, that's pretty impactful, man. Doesn't matter what the attack is, you tank it for 1 damage. Unless it, of course, hits multiple times. Like this does, right? I've got 3 fish, I mean... I almost feel like I probably just should. The question quickly becomes, though, how can we get... We could get 1 hit on him with a bell rat. Not a big deal. You're hammer tailing for the kill. You are using blood draw for the kill. Do we like the Great Elk? 7 HP, too low a speed though. Pillar pole, I think we can use cover strategically. Let's go ahead and bloom up. Let's take it. Hammer tail, boom. Blood draw, you bet. Furball, heals up in face. A cover comes down, but there's nobody to cover, because everybody has been eliminated, and the Bell Rat restores. Now we got Slusher, Mr. Ice Wall, and then Sub-Zero, Polro. I think I like the idea of adding Polro as well. So maybe we actually go Tail Swipe. It'll put him down to 1 HP. This guy's going to Snowplow Furball, but we can use Block. Could also just absorb it and go Blood Draw. Or man, we could just bite him down to 1. It's a tough hit to take, but I think you have to do it. Either that or you do something like this. I think you gotta be in here, Verbal. We need you to go with the bite. We need you to get it off. But if you're gonna tail swipe everyone, I'd like to add a Polro if possible. So maybe you gotta go tail swipe. And then maybe you actually do blood draw. Right, 4 and 5. He's got 6. For you, Bell Rats, you got 1 armor. You do outspeed him. So you could go Belgong and stave off this nasty bite. I think that's what you have to do. Let's go. Belgong, boom. Wow, that's a tough hit, man. Real tough hit. Weak Sting coming down. And Tail Swipe, boom, boom, and boom. Alright, so now we can get both of these guys. We certainly have the fish. Polro, get recruited. And Pillar Pole. Get recruited. You bet. Well, this guy's gonna chill win, which is strictly a debuff. So we can use the opportunity to blood draw. Could also do this. Let's do that. Let's start stocking up these. This glowing substance. Let's cycle out the Abyss Lotus. Let's cycle you in. Let's just gain armor. Completely fine with that. While Furball is literally in the corner, you know, crapping. If you think about it, like that's actually what's going on right now. This guy's gonna bite. So let's get you in there for another Belgong. Let's pull you out. Let's have you relieve yourself, I suppose. Get you in there for another Belgong as well. Stave off damage, sustain. We'll get Furball all healed up too. So blood draw, yes, do it. So he's gonna bite again. We do outspeed him, so let's Belgong, Belgong, blood draw. Actually, I don't necessarily even need to do that. Let's go Belgong, blood draw. We can finish it off with a Furball, blood draw to refill him to full. Alright, good job, Furball. And you bet. Let's take him out. Bam. Alright, nice job. Way to stay healed up, Furball. And we got 2 defensive options, including a very defensive pillar pole, which I really do like. The traits, we got a fish and a berry, and of course, a former human now. A 12-5 creature. Not bad at all. Now, what can we shape him into? I mean, we got Grimjaw. The terrifying Grimjaw. Got this thing. What is this guy? Giga Sting, Needletail, Overpower for 7 and then falls asleep. On kill, gain 2 strength. I mean, Giga Sting for 7 damage. Got the Lily Goose with the Herb Finder. A Silver Beetle joins your deck. It evolves your creatures for the rest of the battle when placed. So this must mean the Gold Beetle. I mean, I know you guys want to see just as much as I do. The evolved form of Furball, of course. The former human, of course, turns into the ancient one, which is a fantastic creature. But Furball, I want to see what he's got. Predation, it's 2 times that the target has. His speed debuffed. And a set of gas. All other creatures fall asleep. Suction Cup, Siphon Soul. The opposing enemy talents are disabled. I think that's a really good one to build a former human kit out of. Now we have 3 syringes. I grabbed you because I like defensive. I think defensive on Furball is great. We try to get him maybe a strong talent and then a strong skill to use. Now, is it Sonar as his strong talent? I mean, probably. Maybe. Strong skill. Predation seems strong if we can debuff speed, which we can with this guy. He's got Sub-Zero, which is good. It wouldn't be a terrible one on a very stalwart unit. I think you got to go defensive with Pillar Pole. And you got to put that on our boy Furball. I think that's the first move. And we can start using this as well. Furball's going to be important in accumulating that. So get that, Furball. Very good. I think that's pretty obvious. Former human, I just don't know what to really do with you yet. I think we go Gold Beetle. I think we try to maybe get this guy. Sonar is really, really good. I do have a fish. I've got 2 of them, actually. What else do I like? I mean, this guy's a strong option, right? A 7/7 creature with Predation. And it does kind of mesh with our build a little bit. The guy that debuffs speed to everybody, right? All enemies have slowness. So I think maybe you try to add him as a fighter. Or maybe you get Predation and you throw it on the former human. I think you probably try to add him and him. It's going to require 2 fish. Exactly what we have. So that's good. So let's do it. Gold Beetle. Let's get it. Alright, so this guy on the field right away. 7 speed. This guy's going to body slam. Do we have Furball? We do not. Gains 1 strength, inflicts weakness to the target. The speed certainly is not there. Leading with the tail swipe would be nice. What do you like, Abyss Lotus? He likes berries. I mean, do we throw him a berry to heal him up? He is pretty important. Has done good stuff for us as well. You might want to and then do his broad attack, given he'll have the strength boost. He'll be able to bloom when the time is right as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and give him a berry. I'm okay with that. I like the Abyss Lotus. It's not the best, but not the worst unit. Does good things for our team. So inflicts speed debuff to all with the tail swipe as well, so keep that in mind as we think about adding that masked howler. So tail swipe, yes, it will actually hit 2. So 2, 2, and 2. So if I can get a hit for 1 on you, the bell rat can do it. We're not going to outspeed him, of course. I mean, we could do snowplow to you, and then you would get wrecked. We would have to absorb a body slam on Polro, though. Not a huge fan of that, but it seems like it's our option. Either that or we're sacking Pillar Pole or one of our Bell Rats. I think you have to absorb this maneuver, unfortunately. Ah, yes, of course. Disable my talents. Well, when placed, gains 1 armor, right? So if we do this, boom, he gains armor, and then... Right? It's a way around it. You just gotta be careful. And then we have to do Bell Gong. Oh, never mind. This is gonna hit for 2, won't it? So 2 and 2, that's gonna wipe him out. It's not what I want to do necessarily. Well, then maybe we have to rethink this. We have to go Hammertail. We have to go Bloom. And then I've got to go probably Snowplow on this guy. Or we sack a Bell Rat. Well, I guess we do outspeed him, so I could absorb this. Can't absorb too many of them, but we can take 1, I suppose. That's what I'll do instead. Let's say Polro for a more strategic opportunity. Not to mention we can... we're going to be using Bloom as well. So let's go with that. Though we do have Polro, I mean, I could get him out there. We could heal him up. That wouldn't be a big deal. I mean, he would take a hit for 3. He would deal 3 damage instead of 1. Let's do that instead. I've changed my mind. Yeah, he's going to take a hit for 3, but he'll hit for 3 and then get healed 2 as well. Let's go. Snowplow. Nice hit. Way to tank this guy's speed. Suction cups. A tough move indeed. But we get some much needed HP back. We get the opportunity to throw a fish to the bird, the sonar bird. Let's do that. Nice job. The Great Elk comes onto the field. And the Bell Rat actually outspeeds this guy. So I think you probably have to take the opportunity. Because now we have this guy. I didn't get my Furble. I was really banking on getting my Furble. I've got a full Bell Rat here. We really need Furble out there because he can address both of these guys. We gotta do it before this guy gets too strong, though. His suction cups, right? He's getting strength. If we outspeed him, we should be okay, especially with protection. Where is Furble? Right there next to the former human. There's no guarantee we'll get him next turn. We outspeed this guy. I think we have to certainly take advantage of that. Got a double kick coming for, 4 damage. So maybe you go with your other Bell Rat. Stave off one of those hits with a Bell Gong. There's Pillar Pole here as well, a defensive unit. Can do cover. But gets pretty much defeated. So this is what we have to do. You gotta go Hammertail. Take him out. Polro, I think we gotta pull you. I think we gotta pull him. I think you gotta go Bell Rat. Then we could do Belgong. And then I suppose Infection. Could also inhibit slowness. Or promote slowness, more like. I'm okay, we actually do outspeed these guys. Don't much like my plant taking a huge hit, but this is what we have to do. Let's go. Right, Mass Howler. So here we go. Things just got real. He brings with him some sort of haze. No, he's going to hit for 5, which is a monster hit. But this is why you have defensive. And I think we make use of this now. Siphon Soul. So that is a huge hit as well. Might not be a way around that unless we can kill him. I don't really see an angle in which to do so. So I think Bell Rats. Unfortunately, you got to get sacked, man. We got to get Furball in here to get this guy down, and then we have to recruit him. Furball can, I mean, he can do it with his defensive properties. Can at least get a hit for 3 on this guy. I think the Lotus is too important. So it's a hit for 6. So this Bell Rat unfortunately has to get sacked. It's a hit for 6. Doesn't matter how much armor I have, I can't stave that off. But at least we'll get a hit for 2 on him. For this Elk here, I mean, it's a tough customer. It's going to hit for 4. But I can at least survive. And Furball. You got to get out there. You don't outspeed, but you do have protection. Right? And now I can Heavy Paw to easily secure the recruitment. Let's do it. Alright, a tough round coming down, but it's what has to be done. Ouch. Hurts so bad, man. And then there was a former human, which certainly wish had some type of skill set. Howler, get recruited. You're going to do great things on this team. I just know it. We got the double kick specialist. This guy's going to Siphon Soul. It's too strong of an attack for me to allow. Furball outspeeds him. How about we use one of these on you? Let's think about this. Like, do I want one of these guys? I mean, I guess I don't have. I've only got a meat and a berry left. The Elk, it's like 68% chance to add them if we like. I mean, Siphon Soul's a strong move. 6 HP, 7 HP for you, but really low speed. So let's do this. Let's hit him with that. Let's go. Hammertail, we do outspeed. So that's going to take him out. And then for you, Furball. Let's draw the blood. Let's do that. Bam. Get wrecked, Great Elk. Enough of your hooves. Mass Howler and Parapendion. The sonar. Absolutely fantastic. Got a couple of berries as well. And we'll let the beetle bites, you bet. So this is the exciting part, my friends. Let's see what happens when our boy Furball ascends. Let's get it, Furball. What do we got? And he's glowing. And he turns into the false Yeti. Wow. 7 HP. We have 6 speed. Underdog, of course, is still in effect. Defensive. He gets Affliction, doubles the target's negative effects. Okay. So that is, of course, Torpidity. He's got Horror Scream, inflicts 2 weakness to all enemies for 1 turn. Okay. He's got Group Roar, gives 2 strength and 2 speed to its team for 1 turn. Wow. He's got Defecation, Blood Draw, Block. I mean, a fantastically versatile unit. And you love to see it. Exactly what we need. No, that's a false Yeti. You gotta wonder what a real Yeti is. And now we have something like this. Lightbringer, Nocturnal Sun, think about it. All enemies are vulnerable. Got another one of these guys. Deals double damage to creatures that have slowness. I mean, think about this too. Berry and meat. We've got a strange mushroom. Otherwise, we have leftovers. Restore 1 HP to one of your creatures 5 times. That must be an item that you can use over and over. I mean, Bloodthirsty on kill gains 2 strength. That's pretty impressive. Be a really good skill set. I mean, what we have to do is we have to get the former human kitted up. We have to use them. I mean, all enemies having this. This would actually be pretty incredible for this guy. Would it not? It would be. Because then he can hit twice for 5. Which is an insane hit. But then we're using a syringe. I mean, the False Yeti, it feels like this is kind of our end game with him. If I only have 2 syringes, there's something that has to be done. So I've got this Abyssal Great Elk here, Sub-Zero. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst addition to the team. And then this guy. Do I have meat? I do. We've got tons of berries. So I could get you if I want. On its last use, deals 10 damage to all enemies. Otherwise, it's hitting for 1 to all enemies. Wow. I mean, overpower with 7, then falls asleep. At the end of each turn, gains a strength? Really? I mean, wouldn't that be crazy on Furball? But then we don't have a kit for the former human. You know, he's a blank slate. We got 2 syringes. I mean, this is incredible on you. It's like a natural fit. It makes Polro expendable, is what it does. But then it's like, how are you going to make the best use out of the 12 HP you have here with the former human? Unless maybe you give Predation and Sub-Zero to the former human. And you make him a Predation specialist. Use the 12 HP, but lower speed. We would have leftovers here. Although a strange mushroom, +3/+3 with the curse. I mean, that on the former human could be good. Nocturnal Sun is great as well. It's a debuff, of course. Deals double damage to creatures that have slow. I mean, just think about this. So you have Frigid. Imagine this and Frigid on the Masked Howler. If I could guarantee myself 1 more syringe, man, you throw that on the former human all day. But I think my mind is made up. Like, you have to go with Frigid. I mean, it's double damage. And he's going to be attacking twice. And he can get it broadly. Man. Tough choices, but that is how you build the strongest kit. And like I said, it's hard to guarantee another syringe. If only I could. Man. But that's like endgame level stuff. I guess you could always use the former human as just a damage tank as well. I do like the 7 speed. 7 HP could use a little bit of work, but 7 speed is very nice. And then we basically have a bunch of units that we could potentially sacrifice. I mean, +3/+3, but with a curse. There are, of course, other ways to get talents that maybe we could filter to the former human, but you gotta go Frigid. And you gotta go Sub-Zero. It's gotta go on this guy. I've gotta work with what I have, and it's just 2 syringes. So that's what we have to do. It's really not that difficult of an equation to solve. Probably want to throw you some food there too, pal. This guy wants some fish. We actually don't have any fish, but I've got plenty of... I mean, we have to full send our entire kit to get this guy. Nocturnal Sun would be a decent little consolation prize as well. Maybe we can double it up. But that's what has to happen. So this guy likes fish. Be nice to just heal him up. Suppose the flower can do that. The flowers probably might be the last battle it actually lives. I guess if he can outspeed his opposition, we can take him out. Like this trench crawler is going to be tough. But he can output 10 damage, which is insane. So, this is what we have to do. So let's do it. Let's go, boys. Alright, Lightbringer. Okay, Polro, he's out there. We get our Polro as well. So we just get like a garbage hand. I think Obliteration is a tough move to simply just absorb. Hits 3 times, Flurry. Then we got Crushing Weight. Right, we got to get this guy down to 1. Non-negotiable, we have to do it. So this means this Polro likely has to get sacked. I mean, we're actually looking at a lot of sacrifices here, given our opening hand, which isn't good, man. I guess you can take on him. We can take him out with maneuver in a couple of turns. Although we will have... So hits 3 times, right, with this? That's tough. So it's actually going to do 6 damage. Maybe we do have to use the former human as a damage tank. I've got to get this guy out of here as quickly as possible. We do have a berry for him. But Nocturnal Sun is just such a strong move. This is where the Furball, or the False Yeti at this point, come in handy. The flower is just a sacrifice if we throw him out there. Too slow. You can at least outspeed him. So we probably have to do it by speed. You can get a hit on him. And not to mention, nullify vulnerable. If but for a turn. Well, actually, so we do have this. So inflicts 2 vulnerable. So that'll help you hit for 5. We do have that special berry. Maybe that's what you do with it. You can always add more. But yeah, this guy has to get recruited, like this turn. In fact, if we just lead with you... Stick with me on this here. So, if we lead with you only, throw him right there, okay? So Flurry comes down. He'll get hit for 3. Which is fine. He's got 4. And then you, with Obliteration, will of course take him out. But we can get, what, 5 damage on him, right? Because this will give him 2 stacks of vulnerable. So 5 total damage, you can filter him the sweet berry. Then as far as, so it looks like we're going to have better luck with the berries on pole row here, but we have to get them. Alright, so that's what we have to do. So let's do it. Let's maneuver the Lightbringer. And I'll simply just add them to the team. You're going to hit. You're going to go. We'll get this on you. I suppose I could throw on the Parasitic Water. He'll do 3. I think, unfortunately, we do have to sack him, and then I can recruit him just to get him off the field. That's what we have to do, man. It's not ideal, but it's what we have to do. That's alright. Big hit there for 5. Gets obliterated, and then Crushing Weight comes down. And we get a 1 HP Bell Rat. Inspiring stuff, man. Let's go, Lightbringer. Join up. Very, very good. Got the useful Lightbringer. Now we got this guy, the super fast and agile Draconal. So he's going to hit first. Probably looking at another sacrifice here, I think. Removes all positive effects from the target. Does 2 damage as well. Okay, so that's, I mean, we can at least tolerate that. Probably with the Abyss Lotus, I would think. Do we have the former human? I mean, Crushing Weight. I've got to save all my food items for this guy. I think the former human has to be used as a meat shield, man. Either that or we just start sacrificing things. Like I could, for instance, throw the Bell Rat out there, I suppose. He's going to remove all positive effects from the target. I wonder if that... So it's going to do 2 damage and then remove the positive effects. So, if we throw you out there... If we throw him out there, we're going to have to sack him, of course. But he's going to get the armor, right? So I think the damage is applied first, meaning we'll have 1 hit left. And then this effect takes place, right? I think so. So let's get a Hammer Tail on him as well. Let's end our turn there. Alright, very good. Certainly could have been worse. Alright, we got the Pillar Pole again. Okay, so another unit that really isn't all that useful. However, we could get the cover on whatever unit is in the middle here. I mean, it is 3 sturdy. I wonder if we take the opportunity maybe to try to get an Abyss Lotus heal. Or perhaps even a Broad Tail Swipe. I think you have to take the opportunity. He's not doing Flurry. He's doing this. It's going to allow me to survive. So Tail Swipe will take this guy out. Big hit on you. Decent hit on you as well. 4-3. Then he's going to use Snowplow on the Lotus unless we throw something else out there. Probably have to sack the Bell Rats. But it might not be the end of the world because it's going to hit him for 3. Bell Rat can do Bell Gong for 1. and then has added strength, right? So it will equate to 5. 3, 5, and then coverage. It's the best thing that we can do, given what we have. Alright, nice coverage. Tail swipe. Nice hits. Bell gong, nice. Snowplow coming down. Does take out the bell rat as you knew it would. And now here's a trench crawler. So this guy's the real deal. Let's see if we can add this pole row. So I think start with the meat. Ha, we got him. Not bad. 40% chance. And ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Another option is this trench crawler. Doesn't like berries much, but another pretty tough unit. 776. With a powerful screech. So, speaking of powerful screech, it's coming down. This guy's gonna sky strike. I mean, he can actually tail swipe. We don't sack pillar pole here as well, do we? He will be defensive, so we can shake off that screech. Inflicts 2 weakness to all enemies for 1 turn. 2 strength and 2 speed. I mean, if he does that, actually. So if we get out, we do group roar. Okay. And stick with me here. So we do group roar. Strength and swift. Boost his speed to 6. Be able to outspeed this guy. He's only taking 1 damage. With defensive. Love defensive. Very, very good. We'll go weak sting. And then for you, let's go ahead and just bloom. You bet. Let's go. Damn. Maybe not so weak of a sting after all, huh? You bet. False Yeti. Heals up. Abyss Lotus. Just doing good things. Adding a lot of value. And here is the Masked Howler. Just our wild card. Our beast. Our boy. For sure. He outspeeds him. Can simply just take him out. With predation. So we certainly do it. Let's go ahead and pull you out there, pal. Well, what can I do? Not to, like, prolong the battle, but I could block. It's too sturdy. He's gonna hit me for 5. So, I don't love that. A glowing substance, we can add another one of those. I can do Horror Scream. 2 weakness. Affliction. Hitting for 6. Let's pull you out. Let's get the Howler out there. Alright, fantastic. Let's use this for you. And for you, let's go Predation. He's got the slowness, right? Predation it is. And down that guy's gonna go. Way to go. Masked Howler. Well, we're just getting started here, folks. You're about to see Masked Howler do some absolutely wonderful and remarkable things. We had a Lightbringer and a Pole Row to help replace the units that we were forced to sacrifice. Rip Bellrat. Let a creature eat the small mushroom. +1 HP and +1 speed. Or +3 and +3. But it gets a curse. I don't necessarily love rolling the dice, but I mean, we need the Masked Howler as strong as possible, so you got to do this. If he gets a crippling curse, then it's going to break him, right? But let's do this, Masked Howler. He's become our ace. Alright, battle 7 of 8. Got another one. I mean, another one of these guys would be absolutely fantastic. Do I have a fish? I do not, but we got a bunch of berries. So there's flexibility there. Potentially, anyways. Frigid. Double damage creatures that have slowness. Yes. Give me Frigid. Masked Howler, get it. Sub-Zero and Frigid. Who would have thought he's like an ice wolf. Alright, Sleep Trap. Look at this terror from the deep, man. Obliteration, Night Terror. When placed, if the opposite enemy is slower, put it to sleep. Yikes. Chasing creatures have 4 swiftness. This Lightbringer, Imitator, Signal Flare, and then Obliteration. Got the Phantom Matter right here, and you know, frankly, you could make the case to throw that on a unit that you just plan on sacking anyways. Former human, right? Maybe we can get a skill set. Mutagen Slug, here you go. 2 random abilities to a creature. Former human, it's got you all over it. We'll have to see what your skill set looks like after that's all said and done, but we're all over that. We got the Great Shell. Very, very formidable foe. But if I'm looking around here, I'm seeing speed that we can certainly dance with. Cuckoo is an interesting addition to the team as well. We got a bunch of berries to do so. Masked Howler prefers fish. I gotta get him healed up. Let's give him a simple berry. Frosty, the opposing enemy, has 2 slowness, obliteration, bold grab. So we've got to watch out for this guy. Stores 1 limited move of its allies once per battle when placed. Hits all lanes, inflicts torpidity to all enemies. This is what we certainly have to take. Mutagen Slug, it's the way to get the human, former human that is. A skill set, let's go. Alright, so we get the False Yeti, excuse me. We get the Lightbringer. And the former human as well. Cuckoo is out there, he's gonna fall asleep. Regain 6 HP in doing so. And then of course he's gonna use Nocturnal Demon. But we would be able to go first. Let's see. Upon receiving a negative effect. Okay, so here's what we have to do. We have to be careful with the False Yeti, actually. We have to be real careful because this guy is going to obliterate. And he's going to get protection. So if we throw him out there, he's going to get protection. Can only sack once, but still. But can we use the Lightbringer? Tidal Wave hits all lanes for 3 damage. I mean, I could obliterate him twice. Take him out. Lightbringer does have the speed advantage. Got the Abyss Flower to eventually get in there and bloom. For the win. Cuckoo would be a cool addition to the deck. But he's going to regain 6 HP. So it feels like an opportunity to try to take him out. Like, that makes it really tough to bring him aboard. But what a unit Cuckoo is, man. So it's got low speed in this case with 4. Although the ability to put targets to sleep is quite nice. And then there was Polro, a very sacrificable ally of ours, for sure. He's been stripped clean of his talents. Be nice to have the masked howler, wouldn't it? You could just throw him out there and watch him obliterate. This guy's immune to negative effects. But I could obliterate him twice and take him out. We could go with the False Yeti, who's going to add torpidity to everybody. And again, it's a protection stack, right? I mean, this guy's going to rest and then use Nocturnal Demon. It's what he's going to do, because that's what he does. We're going to get a skill set for the former human. Makes him a little more valuable. I mean, in the end, like, the Abyss Lotus has Bloom, which is useful. You can use it once and it restores 2 HP. At this phase in the game, not the most important skill anymore or creature. Then there's the White Reaper that waits in the wings. This guy will simply be cannon fodder if we can get our Howler out there. So I think we're going to be tanking, excuse me, some damage. Unless maybe we just kind of slow roll this. You go pull row. You throw him out there. He matches up speed with this guy. Maybe you just get a hit on him. Sure. There's no real reason to attack this guy unless we were slower. I guess the Abyss Lotus is slower. Do we sacrifice him? I mean, we could do a tail swipe. I do like pheromones. I think it's a very, very good support skill. I think you go pull row and you just sack him. I think that's what you do. You sack him to get a hit on this guy. Given the speed is tied up. No, never mind. The speed is not tied up. We can make him even slower, I suppose. I didn't think about his little frosty debuff here. Well, if he's gonna rat, maybe we go. I mean, this is gonna hit for 3. That does hurt quite a bit. Do I have a way to... No. Not really. How badly do we want Cuckoo, I think, is the question. That's what I need to ask myself. This guy's using Tidal Wave. He's probably going to... Well, he's going to use it just once. So what I'm trying to do is stave off a massive hit. And we can get it by sacking Pull Row. It's really that simple. So let's do this. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Alright, we got Pillar Pull. So Nocturnal Demon. Of course. Pretty insane move that is. This guy's Bolt Grab, so it's going to inflict vulnerable to itself. It does have protection. Alright, so now we have to get out there and get a little aggressive. So Pillar Pull, I think, probably the next guy to go. He does tie, so we can get cover. Whatever guy's in here fighting this Carcoplid can get a little extra support. Do we have a move that maybe hits multiple times? We don't. I think obliteration times 2 in this guy is what has to happen. That's how we take him out. Pillar pole, unfortunately, you're getting sacked, buddy. And then we go. I mean, I could do group roar. We do have protection. We're going to get sturdy as well. Could do group roar to really inflict more damage. We could do horror scream to make this guy and this guy hit for less. That's an option. Could do affliction for 4 damage. Double up the debuffs. Make them real slow. Don't really need to do that though. I think we go with group roar. That's completely fine. Let's go affliction. Like get that nice coverage. Crushing weight comes down on the Lightbringer. It's a tough one. Alright, we finally got the Howler. This is fantastic. So now, naturally. So you're obviously doing Obliteration. Take him out. You got Cuckoo here. I mean, it would be fun to try to add him to the team, but you know, he restores HP, so it's real tough, actually. What else do they have coming? The White Reaper, okay. So, Mass Howler, we need you out there, buddy. And then he goes Predation. Kill him entirely. Well, actually, probably a better way to do it is switch the False Yeti and the Masked Howler. We can go ahead and do Group Roar again. He outspeeds him, of course. He's got 1 stack of vulnerability. I'm gonna hit him for 4. We could do Blood Draw, I suppose. But he's going to hit this guy twice. So he's going to remove the protection and then take him out. You already get it done. False Yeti, I mean, can do a variety of things. You know what he's going to do. He's going to fall asleep and use Nocturnal Demon. Be nice to get the plan out there to heal everybody up. Let's just do Blood Draw. Let's do Group Roar again. Why not? Alright, let's go with that. Bam, bam. Nice job and a huge hit. All buffed up. I mean, look at that speed. Look at that damage. Very, very impressive stuff, and we're just seeing the beginning of it. This guy's going to brawl. But he's outsped. Like, just severely outsped. So here's what you actually do. You go Masked Howler. Everybody slowed up. This is going to hit for 7. This guy's got vulnerable stacks. So he simply just dies. Outsped greatly. And then again, 4-7 on you with the vulnerable. You simply just die as well. So let's pull the False Yeti out. Let's make you go Obliteration as well. Bisflower in bloom. Should be good enough right there. Let's go. Bam, bam. Man, the gnashing teeth of the Masked Howler. Absolutely impeccable. Would have been great to add Cuckoo, but just didn't have an angle to do so. Let's give the mutagen to a creature, you bet. Former human. Get something at least. Hyper simulation. When placed, gains all moves of all creatures of danger level 4 or lower. Wow. Gains all the moves of all creatures of danger level 4 or lower. On death, inflicts poison to the opposing enemy. That's actually quite incredible, is it not? Like, what a perfect skill to get. I mean, we'll have to see what kind of moveset he actually gets, but wow. Right, so a full heal. And my friends, so here we go. We are about to find out what awaits us at the bottom of the abyss. And more importantly, we're about to find out if this team that we put together here today, with some real heavy hitters in there, can get it done. I've got food to restore some HP. We've got a few debuffing substances. So we're going to find out, at last, what awaits us in the abyss. Let's go. Oh boy, okay, so it's the Abyssal Colossus, my goodness, and it is sleeping. Look at that danger level. It's got a danger level of 8, absolutely insane. And what do we have here? He's slumbering. Upon waking up, deals 5 damage to all enemies, increases each time, starts the battle asleep. So when he wakes up, he does 5 damage to all enemies. And that damage increases each time he falls asleep. So he's likely going to put himself to sleep, wake up, rinse and repeat to do broad damage to all. I mean, 5 damage is a lot of damage. He's got 20 speed as well, my goodness. And 200 HP. Unhinged Wrath hits all lanes. Repeat this move for each empty enemy slot. Subjugation. So that disallows you to pull them out. Oh man, that's not good at all. To all enemies? You serious? Primal Rage clears negative effects. Deals 1 damage to all enemies for each effect removed. Wow. Extermination. Targets the enemy with the highest health and just wipes them out. Are you serious, man? Second Wind falls asleep to regain 50 HP. It's a one-time use. Fury gains 3 strength, 3 sturdy for 3 turns. Inflicts. Wow, man, this guy is insane. Is this even possible with this team? I don't know, but we're going to do our best here, friends. That is what we do. So, I guess let's figure it out. We don't have our boy, the Predator, out there. If he gets targeted with extermination, it's all over, obviously. So we have to do everything possible, even sacking the False Yeti, to keep our Mass Howler alive. That means former human. I guess let's look at it. So, he's got 8 HP. So it's the second highest on the team. So that means former human. So I see it as the highest health remaining, meaning if he takes some damage, right? So maybe I try to prevent healing him. It's tough to say. I think you gotta start with an opening salvo. I mean, probably like Blinding Flare. This. I mean, Affliction. I think we can get him set up pretty good, actually. So let's do it. Let's go Blinding Flare. Let's go Snowplow. And let's go Affliction. And let's open with that. Debuff him and then double the debuffs. Oh, can his speed not be debuffed? Oh, it's creatures adjacent to the target, of course. Okay. Well, that was a bit of an oversight, but I mean, look, everybody's already hurting now. Ugh, yikes. Right, the Mass Howler is here. He's going to subjugate units. I think you probably... I mean, he would do a really, really strong job right now if we get him out there. But then he gets subjugated. Meaning I can't switch him in and out if possible. Which I don't like too much. This isn't going to do any damage, so I think... I think you go Blinding Flare again. I don't know if we get the Abyss Lotus in there. I think you gotta add the Former Human and the Masked Howler together. I think is what you should probably do. Think you double it up again. Let's go. False Yeti. Alright, he's already down 50 hit points. Unhinged Wrath. Hits all lanes. Repeats this move for each empty enemy slot. So we have 0 empty slots, but he's going to hit all lanes. So that's kind of what he does. So Lightbringer, I think his Blinding Flare is fantastic with 24 stacks of debuff. Probably worth keeping alive. In fact, let's throw Parasitic Water on ya. Do we bring out the Masked Howler? He's gonna go first, right? Lightbringer, Berry. What's that gonna hit for again? 5, right? 5. Only 3. Okay. Let's give you a berry. Let's keep you alive. I think Blinding Flare. Let's just keep stacking these things up. A pull row. It's only gonna do 3. We have a fish. I think we gotta save it. Gotta save it. I think you need Affliction again, man. Of course, we can't pull this guy out, right? Can't be retreated, nope. Alright, well, let's do that. I wonder why he's not going first with 20 speed. You know what I mean? Alright, he's got 60 stacks of Vulnerable. Clears negative effects, deals 1 damage to all enemies for each effect removed. Oh boy. Well, that's gonna really hurt. So, False Yeti, I guess it's the end of the road for you, buddy. Let's do the math. So, 60 extra damage. And he's gonna hit him twice. He's got 20 speed. Why is this guy going first? Because he's leftmost. Okay, that makes sense. This guy's in the mid. So if we throw in the Masked Howler, I think we actually win. I think. At least this first form. 114, right? 60. He's going to take 65 damage from each hit. So that's 130. So we should win. I think we do. I have to go for it. We have to. He's going to deal double damage as well, so this is going to be absolutely insane, actually. Might be the most damage I've ever done. I think we can go. This is what we have to do. It should work. Let's go, boys. Come on now. Full send. Vulnerability. The math is mathing correctly. Like, I do believe it is. Right, vulnerable. Takes 1 additional damage when hit. Well, he's got 60 stacks of it, which is absolutely insane. So let's go. Masked Howler. Get it done. Bam. 132. How about that? A gigantic hit. Mass Howler deals double damage, and you absolutely bet. Blinding Flare comes down. Group Roar. Buff everybody up, and I am not sure what's next. The end. How about that? We got it done. You have not achieved your goal, says the game. Really? Kind of seems like we rose to the big occasion. Showed up to the big show. And hits a bottom of the 9th inning. Grand Slam is what that one felt like. My goodness, Mass Howler. Absolutely insane. I've never seen more damage than what I just did there. Would have hit twice if the HP reserves were there. In fact, just building all those stacks of debuffs. And then using the double attack and the double damage output of the Mass Howler. Absolutely insane. What a creature. What a fun, I guess, frost kit, you could say, to put on the Mass Howler. Absolutely insane. If you enjoyed it, please do let me know in the comment section below. What a fun run, what a fun build, what a fun kit. Let's see what's next. Right, new diary pages unlocked. Entry 9 and 10. Got a couple of unlocks left as well. We got Crook Poach. Lucid has 2 sturdy if the opposing enemy has torpidity. Interesting. Body Slam, Narco Lick. Stores 1 HP to itself, inflicts 3 torpidity to the target. Absolutely fantastic. What a good unit that is, actually. Lots of staying power with this guy. Not to mention sleep as well. Right, sleep. Super useful. Okay, so the no healing challenge. And 5 unlocks remain. How about that? Titan Slayer, defeat the Abyssal Colossus. Fantastic. And MVP, by far, is our boy, the Mass Howler, man. What a creature. It was nice to get a win with the False Yeti as well. Very, very important to the cause. Absolutely. I mean, Affliction is crazy. It's crazy good. It was a fun thing to just sort of go in on. Wish I would have used the hyper stimulation of the former human to learn a little bit more about that. You know, when placed. Gain all the moves, so it's going to have a super long moveset. Is that what's going to happen? Maybe. It was my wild card should something go terribly, terribly wrong, which, frankly, it would have. The Mass Howler didn't go first. Lightbringer, good to get a win with you. How about the Flower, right? The Flower hung in there throughout the entire run. And we will also not forget the Fallen and the Forgotten and the Lost. But we won't forget the Forgotten. Bellrats, you did a good thing. You got us through the early game. I remember his sacrifice. That was a good sacrifice. Pillar Pole actually had some utility with this cover skill, but his talent was the most important thing that he brought to the table. We had to get 2 pole rows, and I'm glad that we did because we managed to assemble a Sub-Zero Frigid Predation kit on our boy, the Mass Howler. What a run, what a unit. Good stuff. Fun to see another evolution form of a starter. Right, the False Yeti. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for playing Decktamer. Proudly made by Horizon Edge, published by Assemble Entertainment. Okay, cool. So we got the credit screen rolling. I do wonder a little bit about why it's saying we have not yet completed our goal. What does that mean? Is there a 5th expedition? Could that possibly be? I mean, Pioneer, there's no new difficulty that unlocked. There is not a 5th expedition. I mean, definitely interesting, the Abyssal Colossus. That's cool artwork there for sure. Game modes, maybe? Limited tames. You can only tame X creature in the run. Failed attempts do not count. So we're actually almost there at level 10. But you're going to have to let me know what you want to see next. Maybe we do a boss rush. Maybe we try that out. I think no taming is interesting. You have a choice of X creatures to add to your deck. So you don't tame them. Instead, you're just given, I would guess, random creatures. And you have to make the best assembly. There is endless mode as well. No healing. Seems absolutely brutal, man. Seems absolutely brutal. Your creatures get curses when you tame them. Seems like potentially interesting. I like the idea of boss rush, endless, or no taming, for sure. So let me know in the comment section below the next run that you want to see as it relates to Decktamer. I'd be happy to do it. Really do enjoy this game, and there are still things to unlock. It says that our quest is not yet complete. Maybe it's a prelude to a future update. The game really do add a 5th dive, a 5th expedition, or maybe whatever's beyond, whatever the plans are beyond. But a really fun game and a really fun run. I sure hope you enjoyed. If you did, my friends, please remember to smash that like button. It really does help out the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you happen to be new here, then consider becoming a subscriber as well. Subscribe to a channel where I want to hear your input. I want to hear your feedback. I want to know what you want to see. I'm a content creator that listens to you and tries to provide what you want to see. So if you like that in a content creator, that is certainly the type of content creator I try to be. So hit that subscribe button and join up. Would absolutely love to have you in the growing community that we're trying to build. In fact, my friends, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before year end. So you can help me get there. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and I thank you so much. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again for checking out the content. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.